and welcome to the last edition of your number one breakfast show inside Nigeria on Leadership Television. Today is Friday, thank God it's Friday, today being March 31st, 2023. Incidentally, today is the last Friday of the month, and of course, also the last day of the month of March. Well, my name is Winifred Ubebo, and I'm alone in the studio this morning. Without wasting much time, let's take a look at what the papers are saying. We are starting off with Nigeria's most influential newspaper, Leadership Friday. Nigeria's first and only Friday newspaper. Leadership Friday is leading with the story in face post-election crisis. In face selling move, PDP forgives Fayose, Sherma on top orders. Post-election crisis. In face saving move, PDP forgives Fayose, Sherma on top orders. The story is on page 4 of leadership. Damagun consolidates victory, unites Atiku slash G5 governors camps. Suspension reversal, confirmation of Ayu's misrule. Fayose. Suspension reversal, confirmation of Ayu's misrule. Fayose. Benue PDP suspends Igoro ward executives. Benue PDP suspends Igoro ward executives. That is the leading story on Leadership Friday. Leadership Friday. We also have pictures of governors elect receive their certificates of return. We have Sanwo-Olu in Lagos. We have Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State. We have Gombe and Niger State governors receiving their certificates of return from INEC. Still on leadership newspaper, we have story how we survived rough political talk. Ireti Adebule orders. How we survived rough political talk. Ireti Senator-elect Ireti Adebule orders. And just above the leading story on Leadership Friday, we have Nigeria's debt stock rose by 20% to 46.25 trillion naira. UBA profit hits 201 billion naira in 2022, declares 90,000 90K final dividend. That is on leadership. Still on leadership newspaper, beneath just the photo stories, we have bandits take 49 Niger villagers to Zamfara forest, demand 30 million naira. Bandits take 49 Niger villagers to Zamfara forest, demand 30 million naira. Trump indict Trump indicted over hush money to porn star. Stories on page 4. SPB saga, conduct bureau invites Keyamo over petition against Atiku. Conduct bureau invites Keyamo over petition against Atiku. Still on leadership newspaper, we are moving over to the page 3 of the paper where you have our stand, that is the paper's editorial. The editorial says it's on PDP. PDP lessons not learnt. PDP lessons not end. That is our stand of today's Leadership Friday. We're going over to the back page of Leadership Friday. We have a column with the editor-in-chief, conversation with Azu, the weekly diary on life and politics. And the column is on Africa. Why does Burna Boy rock more than Nigeria's elections? Africa, why does Burna Boy rock more than Nigeria's elections? Of course, you for more on that story, on that column, please, you can also log on to the website. And we have Ghana must go. Nigeria has not changed since 1979. Fayose. Nigeria has not changed since Fayose. And of course, how did Ghana must go reply? He said, because of people like you. It's funny, isn't it? He said, because of people like you. Well, for more on stories on leadership newspaper, you just have to log on to the website www.leadershipng.com. www.leadership.ng. Sorry, that is leadership newspaper online. From Leadership Friday, we move over to The Punch. The Punch has also similar story like leadership. The Punch says, Ayu, PDP nullifies Ayim Fayose suspension, sanctions World Exco. Ayu, PDP nullifies Ayim Fayose suspension, sanctions World Exco. Opposition party lists ex Katsina governor, four others as peace moves begin. Party reverses autumn summons to face disciplinary six members unity. I'll take that again. Ayu, PDP nullifies Ayim Fayose suspension, sanctions World Exco. Opposition party lists ex Katsina governor, four others as peace moves begin. Party reverses autumn summons to face disciplinary panel, six members unity. Of course, we have pictures on the cover of the Punch this Friday. You see the Punch, the Shites, as they protested yesterday in Abuja. Shites protest as Ezezaki loses suit against DSS orders. You can see them carrying a picture of their Shite leader Ezezaki, where we must remove travel ban. It was quite a lot of protesters yesterday in Abuja, and of course, they captured it on their paper this Friday morning. From the Punch newspaper, another story with similar story is Blueprint. Blueprint says PDP crisis. Damagum preaches reconciliation. Recalls Ayim Fayose from suspension. PDP crisis. Damagum preaches reconciliation. Recalls Ayim Fayose from suspension. Shema 2 reverses decision on autumn. Our party will be stronger without Ayu, Wike insists. Says, I'm not scared of EFCC after office. CCB opens investigation into articles SPV saga, invites Keyamo. Still another story on Blueprint newspaper. And just beneath the masthead, we have a story still on interim government. Name, arrest those behind plots, IPAC. Interim government, name, arrest those behind plots, IPAC. We must all say no to the call, Agbakoba Fani Kayode. We are not part of any insurrection, Labour Party. That is on Blueprint. For more the stories, you also log on to the website www.blueprint.ng. From Blueprint, we move over to the Nation. The Nation is saying this morning, Sage Agbakoba Raji, interim government unknown to law. Sage Agbakoba Raji, interim government unknown to law. Legal giants seek trial of otters. Lalong, interim government schemers daydreaming. Interim government schemers daydreaming. We must all reject this nonsense and respect our constitution, which has no provision for interim arrangements. That's the quote for the cover story. CCB begins probe of Keyamo's anti-graft petition against Atiku. Public debts now 45 trillion naira, says DMO. China's decline to give $22 billion loan won't affect federal government. DP suspension of Sherman Fayose, Ayu's ward, ESCO suspended. 22 die of Lassa fever in Bauchi, 9 remanded over murder in Benin. All these stories on the Nation. And of course, another one just before we go, APC US condemns Tinubu protest. Stories on page 5 of the Nation newspaper. Yeah, from the Nation we move over to this day. This day says this Friday, March 31st. Agbakoba, no constitutional provision for interim government is nonsense. It's an idea not feasible under Buhari, says Lalong. TD dismisses it as unwarranted, unnecessary, subversive. DSS report is fake plot to arrest Atiku Obi, alleges Frank. DSS report is fake plot to arrest Atiku Obi, alleges Frank. And just above the story, the cover story, have another one. Donald Trump indicted by Manhattan grand jury may face over 30 counts of business-related fraud. Donald Trump, indicted by Manhattan grand jury, may face over 30 counts of business-related fraud. Former US President fires back, says it's witch hunt that will backfire massively on Joe Biden. DMO says above the story on the book, above the masthead, DMO, new borrowings, promissory notes, others push Nigeria's public debt to 46.25 trillion naira. New borrowings, promissory notes, others push Nigeria's public debt to 46.25 trillion naira. That is the leading, also another leading story on this day. And for more on those stories, you also have to log on to their website www.thisdaylive.com. On this day, let's see what the Vanguard newspaper have on their cover. Vanguard says Nasima orders list risks to economy as debt hits 46.3 trillion naira. Nasima orders list risks to economy as debt hits 46.3 trillion naira. Debt service falls 8.2% to 3.87 trillion naira. Debt stock within acceptable limits, DMO. Not too good for a developing economy, Nasima. Rising debt undermines economic growth, analyst. And still on the same Vanguard newspaper, you also have a picture of Shites protest in Abuja, carrying various placards as they protested yesterday. That is on Vanguard newspaper. So from Vanguard, let's look at our last paper on our menu, and that is The Guardian. The Guardian newspaper says, obedience protest in US. Labour Party distances self from interim government plot. Obedience protest in US. Labour Party distances self from interim government plot. APC kicks as US approves White House park for anti-Tinubu rally. Lalong, interim government advocates are daydreamers. Name arrest those behind plot. IPAC chairman Agbakoba charge DSS. DSS alarm ploy to arrest Atiku Obi before May 29, Frank alleges. Uriwa, nothing wrong using legal means to stop Tinubu's inauguration. Call for interim government reasonable, warns SDP's Adebayo. Supreme Court dismisses Wanjuba's suit seeking to disqualify Tinubu. SPV saga, CCB invites Keyamo to substantiate allegation against Atiku. I'll take the leading story once again. Obedience protest in US. Labour Party distances self from interim government plot. APC kicks as US approves White House park for anti-Tinubu rally. Lalong, interim government advocates are daydreamers. Name arrest those behind plot. IPAC chairman Agbakoba charge DSS. DSS alarm ploy to arrest Atiku Obi before May 29, Frank alleges. Uriwa, nothing wrong using legal means to stop Tinubu's inauguration. Call for interim government reasonable, warns SDP's Adebayo. Supreme Court dismisses Wanjuba's suit seeking to disqualify Tinubu. SPV saga, CCB invites Keyamo to substantiate allegation against Atiku. Now, of course, above the leading story, we have First Bank rebrands subsidiaries in UK orders. Aviation workers berate Sirika, vow to resist demolition of Lagos offices. Government, financial institutions, orders on alert as attacks on biometrics rise. Tech hitches mar UTME mock exams. That is all on The Guardian this morning, this Friday. For more on the stories on The Guardian and within and inside the papers, you also log on to the website www.guardian.ng. viewers, this is all we have for today on Inside Nigeria. And don't forget, security is a collective responsibility, so it's your duty to stay safe. Until I come your way again, same time next week on Monday, here's wishing you a beautiful weekend. See you.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.